Good afternoon. Welcome to this Small Business Town Hall conversation. So glad that you're joining us. I'm Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos, and I'm so glad to have this opportunity to share with you some information about what is affecting the business community. But first of all, before we go there, I want to remind everyone that if you have not gotten your vaccine, your COVID vaccine, please make sure to get one. This is the best way how you can prevent any serious complication with COVID. And right now, it has been approved already for children 6 months and older are able to get the vaccine. So make sure to get your children in your family vaccinated to keep them safe from this COVID vaccine illness. So the vaccination is the best way how you can protect yourself and protect your family. So make sure to get the vaccine. So today, we're going to have a short program, but filled with a lot of information. We're going to hear from Director Welborn from the Department of Labor and Training. We're going to hear the latest information from the Department of Labor and Training. So why don't we just welcome the director in to hear what's going on. Hi, Director.
Hey, Gov. How are you?
Good. So good to see you.
It's nice to see you, too.
So how things going this week?
Things are good. It's beautiful outside. It's a beautiful time of year. The legislature is about to end their session. A lot of good things happening. Nice, strong budget for our state coming forward. Looking forward to continuing to work to help get Rhode Islanders back to work.
Right.
And last week, we released the latest jobs numbers. And, Rhode Island continues to lead in the region, and we're very competitive across the country. I was a little bit surprised in a positive way, but the rate dropped again, another 0.3 point down in May. The number is 2.9%. Rhode Island hasn't had an unemployment rate that low in 34 years.
Yes.
It's a long time. So that things are going well. At the same time, we added 900 jobs last month. We've recovered 90% of the jobs that we lost in the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And industries like hospitality and healthcare that were so devastated by the pandemic are growing. We're adding a couple hundred jobs. The month before, 500 more jobs. The jobs are building back up. Hospitality's regained 90% of the jobs they lost. Healthcare has regained 82%. That's a good thing. We need to continue to help them to make sure that they can regrow. We know those are important pieces of Rhode Island's economy. We need to support them as much as we can. Just to look at a snapshot of time, though, in May of 21, so a year ago, the unemployment rate was 6%.
Wow.
And today it's 2.9. From October to May, we went from 5% to 2.9. We added almost 13,000 jobs.
This is amazing.
900 jobs. So that's a good thing. Things are going really well. And just because I'm into data today, just before the pandemic, we had about 10,000 people collecting unemployment for the 10 weeks prior to the pandemic. Now we have about 4,700.
Wow.
So less than half of the number of people collecting unemployment. That's a good thing. It means people are back to work. And our unemployment rate in March of 2020 was 3.6%. In April of 2020, it jumped to 18.4%.
Wow.
It's dropped over since then. It took a while, but we got down. We hovered around 6% for several months, and now we're at 2.9%. That's really incredible. And last I heard, Moody's had ranked Rhode Island as number 2 in the country in economic rebound. We've been top 10 consistently, leading in the region. Just to poke fun for a little bit. Sometimes people say Rhode Island, there's got to be something behind these numbers. It's because the labor force participation isn't as strong. And I don't buy it. What I like to do is when there's good news, let's celebrate it. And let's keep working hard to make even better news come down the road. I'm not looking for bad in the good. And so right now we have a good situation. Let's it's the hard work of many people. The business community has sustained through very difficult times. Because of their work and their support, we've been able to grow our economy. We need to keep that going. We're going to do that through some investments that are in the budget to help with job training through the Real Jobs program. Information can be found on the Governor's Workforce Board's website, which is just www.gwb.ri.gov. You can find information about the Real Jobs program, You can find information about work immersion, which if you're an employer and you want to take someone on and maybe you need some support from the state, we can help subsidize some of the wages for a period of time. The rules are all listed online. They change from time to time. So just go to that website, find the information that you need. Or if you just need help having us host a job fair at no cost to you, having us help you find candidates that are looking for work. You know, one of the challenges of a strong economy is a tight labor market. Mm-hmm. So there are not a lot of people that if people want work, they can get it. And so the challenge is right now getting you those talented folks, or helping you as an employer upskill your existing workers to make sure you remain competitive.
That's right.
We can do all these things. We can help. There's many ways that we want to help you. You've probably heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. We want to serve everybody that we work with well. Job seekers, employers, people that are filing complaints with us, people that are complaining about us. We want to serve them well with respect and treat them with dignity. That's what we do. And if we're not, let me know personally. Yeah. Reach out to me, and you can get me through the Lieutenant Governor's office. I'm responsive, and I want to help people.
Thank you. You have been doing an amazing job, Director, and it's amazing to see how we're doing right now in our job numbers. As you said, last year, we compared the numbers from last year to this year. It's amazing. And it's due to the hard work that you and your team have been doing, and the governor and the policies decision that we have been making. We have been faced with challenges in decisions about whether we're going to close the economy, go back, and we have been keeping the right balance between public safety and the economy. So kudos to you and your team, and to the governor's team for keeping that balance, that right balance that's keeping us number 2 in the region by moving on economic recovery, which we never hear about that. Normally, Rhode Island is the last one to come out of the recovery, and it's good to be in this position in which we are up front. So thank you for your hard work. But I wanted to ask you a question. I know that we mentioned the budget is almost done. The session is almost over. What is your favorite item in the budget? Probably it's really tough to have you pick one, but which one are you the most excited about?
That's like asking me which one of my kids is my favorite. And there's 3 of them, and on any day it may be one or another. But I'll tell you, there are 2 things. The thing that I'm most excited about is the investment in workforce development, the $40 million of ARPA money to invest in Rhode Island employers to make sure they have a skilled workforce, and the $6 million of general revenue to help with those programs like work immersion. That's a big investment in this budget to help make sure that we connect people with good job opportunities, and that we think about job training down the road, not just today and tomorrow, but for the next 10 years out. So that I'm excited about. And something I'm happy about and proud of is the investment in the Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund, which will help make sure that tax rates themselves go down next year a little bit. But it's a good message that we're heading right back in the right direction. And just a reminder, Rhode Island never had to borrow to pay unemployment benefits like Massachusetts and Connecticut did. Yes. And right now they're asking Congress to waive any interest charges that they've incurred. Because if I had to make us borrow, then I would have to basically pay off the loan. It's like paying a credit card. Mm-hmm. Well, the way to do that is to tell employers they have to pay us more money. And we didn't think that was appropriate during this pandemic, so we didn't do that. So I'm happy that money's in the budget. We're going to help shore up that trust fund, and we're going to be able to train a lot of people through real jobs.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand the impact that this is going to have in the business community, allocating that funding for the unemployment trust fund. So it's important for us to highlight that and remind everyone that this is going to be so important to make sure that we're not raising the taxes on the businesses moving forward. So we're making decisions, make sure that we're investing in the future of the state of Rhode Island and in the future of the small business community, the business community of the state of Rhode Island, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. And, I'm a baseball coach. I coach my youngest son. We spend a lot of time on baseball fields. And what I always tell the kids who start to hit home runs out of the park is those come, and occasionally you'll hit a home run, but teams win on singles and doubles, base hits. Yes. And so what I believe in, and I'm a pragmatist, I like pragmatic approach in finding sensible solutions to common problems. Singles and doubles in our budget will get us where we need to be successfully. sometimes those big home run swings can also be a swing and a miss. That's not
Mhm.
what this budget does, and I'm very happy about that.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Very investments that are going to have an impact for years to come. So for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. Thank you so much, Director. Thank you for joining us today.
My
It's
pleasure.
been so great to hear from the Department of Labor and Training and Director Weldon, who's always here with us. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank
So
you.
for all of you watching out there, as I said, this week we have a short presentation of, because there's so much going on right now, as we already mentioned, talking with the director. The legislation is almost over. The legislative session is almost over. The budget is already in waves to come to the governor's desk. And so we are getting ready to wrap up the session. There's a lot of things going on today. There's going to be the signing of the guns legislation happening shortly. But it's always good to come and check in with all of you and let you know that we're here to listen to your needs and to make sure that we have a strong voice advocating for the business community here in the state of Rhode Island. So thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the day.